Hey everyone, this is Joy Paris with Network.tv, here for the screening of Stand Against Evil. And of course, where else could we be? The most appropriate place for this screening? The Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So stay tuned and keep watching Network.tv. Alright, so this is so cool. This is exciting. I mean, you're in this awesome horror thing, funny. But before I even get to that, how would you describe this film in 3 words?
Wrong, subversive, and funny.
Funny is good. You know, when you got this script, what was like the one thing you wanted to bring across? I mean, you got this cool character you're playing. I mean, Dana sounded like he was so amazed by what he got out of this entire project.
It's a really good question. The first thing I wanted to bring across with Stan in Stand Against Evil was that he was hurt. He's injured. When we meet him, his wife of 30 years has just died, and a minute later he's lost his job of 27 years. And so most of us would go see our priest or our rabbi or our shrink, and we would, with shrinks it's called loss processing, and we would try to reconcile our loss and find out what to do with our pain. Stan doesn't have any of those tools, and I wanted to explore that. Because now he's going to be an equal opportunity offender, like Archie Bunker, like Kelsey Grammer, and I'm like, well, we got to work backwards and see what's redemptive about him. Because if we're just going to make him a jackass, I don't want to do it. I want to know if he's operating from pain. Like when we have friends who just lost their sister or their brother and they got fired, we're like, well, he or she's acting a little weird because the sister just died.
Exactly.
Her brother just passed in Iraq, and the brother's acting a little off. Well, we give you a little poetic license in that, and I wanted to find out why Stan, the damage. I wanted to explore the damage, because between Dana from the Simpsons and me from Scrubs, we had the comedy okay, and Dana had the horror down. I'm like, but before we take these broad strokes, I want what's this guy about? And he's coming from loss.
Right, that's pretty cool.
He's coming from loss. And he's nothing to do about it. That's great.
That's great. That's pretty awesome.
That was my entry point.
That's awesome. Now you work with some pretty cool guys. I mean, you know, your co-stars on the carpet here. When you're working with awesome people like that, and you've been in the business a long time yourself, you're iconic in the business. What do you guys all bring together? What did you learn bonding with them?
The one thing you want an ensemble to do, the one verb that you want an ensemble to do, is elevate. And it's a preposterous assumption, because it doesn't always happen. You know, you have a lot of moving parts. In this case, there are 4 or 5 principals, and you're rolling the dice. You're hoping that all the 4 others and you will be able to rise. Doesn't always happen, and when it does, it's magical.
I love it. Well, before I let you leave, it's Halloween coming up. What is your favorite horror flick of all time?
Ask again, please.
Your favorite horror flick of all time?
The scariest movie I've ever seen was Wait Until Dark with Audrey Hepburn and Alan Arkin. And if you haven't seen it, it's worth seeing.
Check it out.
And it's not horror as much as scary.
I like scary. I love it.
Really scary.
Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see Stand Against Evil and see. I love it. Say it again. What is it? Stand Against Evil.
Stands the bomb.
The bomb. All right. Thank you.
All wrong.
It's all wrong. Thanks so much.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks.